not be, not really sure if I nailed the button. I'm not look though. I'm gonna do it. Hey, look, there you are. Yep, we're live. We are live, and we're trying to work out like the camera angle and stuff. But I'm not that late, Cole. It's exactly 1 o'clock, bro. I am live, right? Am I live? Because it's not popping up on mine. 1 o'clock, bro. Oh yeah, I'm live. Here he is, yay. Live, right? Am I live?
Yep. So, all right.
All right, it's aiming at you. Let's aim it at us.
Let it catch up.
I think we're there. I think we're good. I think we're both in the shot. How's it going, everyone? I am alive and live. A bit banged up.
I don't think I'm in your shot anymore.
Well, then lean over.
Fuck you.
I'm alive. So, sorry about your luck, guys. Anyone who's rooting that, I wouldn't be. Look at Caveman with a fancy phone.
Yeah, I just got a new phone. I didn't pay for it. So, one of my friends got tired of not being able to contact me and just bought me a phone and gave it to me. So,
we tried to hook up his old phone. It has like a gnarly ass cracked screen, and the camera on it's super scratched up. We tried to activate it for him, but it was so old that they wouldn't activate it. Like they were like, "Nah, man, you need to buy a new phone." Sorry.
Yep, the SIM card is too old even to use.
Thanks to the friend that got Caveman a phone. Yeah, I think it's pretty cool. That means once he is able to live stream, he will be able to live stream.
Yeah, that's true.
But it also means he's got a monthly bill of like $55 a month. So he's gonna have to figure out a way to come up with that money every month.
Yep, that'll be fun.
So what's up, everyone? I'm gonna catch up on comments real quick. We got Ed in here and D. How you guys doing? What's up, officer? Good to hear from you. Crystal and Jim and Darren. Hey, what's up, Dave Lowe? Cole. I'm not that late, bro. Come on now. Dana, how you doing? Nodos. Nodos. Hey, glad to see you're doing better. Thanks, everyone. Yeah, that was a pretty fucking interesting situation. Like, we had just live streamed from here in Taos, and we drove home, and on the drive home, I started feeling a little, like, I guess, anxious, right? Like, that's what I thought it was anxiety. Then we get to Caveman's house, and he's cooking food, and I told him, like, bro, like, I don't know if I'm having a panic attack or a heart attack, but it's enough for me to say something to you. Like, I don't feel good. And then I did, actually. I started, like, breathing and, like, taking deep breaths, and I started feeling a little bit better, and then I ate some food, and it just went downhill from there.
Yeah.
And at one point, I was like, I'm just gonna die on your couch, bro.
And I went on a search for pills.
Yeah, so if it was an anxiety attack, I wanted to see if I could take, like, a Xanax and, like, rule that out. But I ended up getting aspirin, which I took a bunch of aspirin.
And then by the time I got back, I was driving his truck around the neighborhood looking for other shit, and I got back, he's like, we need to go to the hospital.
I was like, I really don't want to do this, but I think we need to call 911. So we call 911, Caveman drives me to the highway, and I'm thinking, like, maybe we should wait for him here. And the people on 911 were like, turn on your flashers and start heading towards town. And I'm like, all right. And they were like, drive the speed limit. And I'm like, oh, bummer.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, we drove the speed limit.
So we were almost all the way to Taos before we met up with the ambulance. So we met them like halfway. They had to drive through town, and we just hauled ass to get as close as we could. Met them on the side of the road. And I'm pretty sure the medic didn't even believe me. I'm either having a panic attack or a heart attack, but I'd like to find out which. And they put there's 6 leads for an EKG that they put on you to measure the top and bottom of your heart, or left and right. No, it's top and bottom. And puts the first 6 leads on me. And he was like, no, this looks like normal sinus rhythm, and I'm like, oh, that's good. It's just a panic attack. And then they start putting the other leads on me. When they put the first one on me, the fourth one on me rather, the other medic in there was like, look at those T waves. And they put the other two, and the guy's like, actually, you're having a heart event. You're having a pretty massive heart attack. And then they pumped me up full of more aspirin, and they were gonna like fly me right then because we were right next to the airport, and they pulled into the airport to request a chopper right then and there, but the chopper was turned down due to weather. And that's probably when Caveman found out that I was actually sick.
Yeah. So I was standing outside the ambulance, and they were like fucking super nonchalant about shit for a good couple minutes, and then shit got more serious. They're like, we're gonna either life flight him or bring him to Taos. And I was like, oh shit. And then they just got in the vehicle, and I was like, okay. So I jumped in his truck and followed the ambulance. They went straight to the fucking airport, and yeah, I followed them back out all the way to Taos. Then they were like, oh, we're just getting him checked in, the chick at the emergency room. And then like 40 minutes later, they're like, we're life flighting him to Santa Fe. And that's all I fucking knew. I didn't have my phone on me or anything. Like, not that it works, but
I got this guy in here, Charles. I see you're still milking your heart condition for views. Yep.
yeah.
You don't like it, you don't have to be here, man. But this is my channel. So if I'm gonna get views because I'm telling people about my experience having a heart attack, that's what I'm gonna do, and I don't need anyone's permission. I'm comfortable with it.
The channel's about his life. And
yeah, this channel's about Nomadic Zig.
Yeah.
Like, Nomadic Zig had a heart attack. Why would that not be a part of my channel?
Yeah.
Fucking dumb. Like, way to flex your retardedness, bro. And you know what? Like, I'm monetizing these two, so I'm actually being paid to milk your view right now, right this very second. Right this very second, you watching me talking shit is exactly what I'm after. To tell people about my experience, and to get views, and hopefully to get paid from ads from it. And yep, that's what I'm doing. Fucking suck it. I'm surprisingly comfortable with that. So I get to the hospital, right? The EMS, like, they just lights going and blast through town, get me to the hospital as quickly as possible. They unload me from the ambulance and bring me inside, and they basically got me in this chair while everyone evaluates me, draw blood, and they didn't do anything until the blood results came back. Like, I think they were concerned I was on a bunch of drugs.
Yeah.
And, you know, like, what'd you take? They kept asking me. I'm like, cannabis. Cannabis. Like, I smoke cannabis. Anyways, they were holding this chemical medication. I think it was called TNK or TKN or something like that. It's a very, very powerful blood thinner that breaks up clots, but they don't like using it, because if they use it, then they can't do any surgeries or anything for at least 24 hours until that dissipates out of my system. But they also don't have, at this hospital, it's not Trauma 1 treatment center, so they can't fucking put me in a cath lab and do angio. They can't fix a heart attack, really, except for with chemical meds. And so that's what they ended up doing, right? Like, they gave me this stuff because my heart attack was getting worse and worse while I'm just laying there like, whoa. And they gave me that, and then the helicopter finally got approval to bring me. Actually, pretty sure I bumped somebody that was trying to get to Santa Fe, but mine was more of a priority. So sorry about whoever that was. But they gave me that TNK, and then they put me on the bird. And, you know, me being a smartass, I'm like all gurneyed up and stuff, and they're moving me to the helicopter. Helicopter's going, and they were like, hey, do you, no, I was like, you're not going to strap me to the outside of this like MASH? Because that would have been pretty fucking cool, but they didn't. It was a pretty small helicopter, though. And then they flew me to Santa Fe, and then they scheduled the cath lab for the next day, where they went in and put in one more stint. And I had 2 already, so now I have a total of 3, all in the same spot, because that's apparently where it gets backed up, or the clots form. And I also got a couple of new diagnoses, most of them genetic, you know, that would have been nice if we had the tests for them and my dad was alive, but yeah, then my heart was all acting fucking weird for 2 days. Like it wouldn't beat correctly. It wouldn't beat in rhythm like it was supposed to. And even still, I feel it sometimes, like while I'm just chilling out of rhythm. It's kind of a weird feeling, right? Like it's kind of a weird feeling to, like, your heart beats all the time, right? Like it's always beating, but you don't think about it because it's always been there and it's always just been doing its thing, and it's not something you really notice unless you are exercising or something, right? Now at rest, every time my heart's beating, I'm like freaked out that it's beating wrong. So like I'm constantly hyper vigilant. I don't know. It's been very surreal. I'm gonna catch up on some of the comments. Oh, Charles, you're gone. That's too bad. I was wondering what he was gonna fucking respond with. Zig, I want to hear about it. Milk away. Hey, thanks, Darren. Yeah, y'all don't worry about Charles. It's whatever. I mean, I'm a public. I put myself out in the public. Like my health conditions, like that's my life, my home, my travels. So I expect some people to be awful because there are really awful people in the world, and you can see by how some of the people have responded regarding me, my health, that those people are, prevalent on YouTube. So, it's whatever. Well, Charles, you must not watch Corn because she's got quite a few leg videos and still mentions it years later. Again, douchebag, want to be negative, go find a prostitute. This is not the place. Yeah, and thanks, officer. Like, as most of you know, like, this is not the place for negativity. Like, we don't tolerate that. The people in the chat that you guys have been following me for a long time, and those of you who haven't, like, I'm not going to put up with your trolling shit. You're not welcome here, and you'll be blocked, and I'm okay with it. Like, in an hour, I'm not even going to remember this dude's name who was trying to troll. Smack that like button. Tell them you are VA. VA will pay for it all. Yeah, Cajun, you're right. The VA will pay for it all except your medications. And that's actually something I posted on my Facebook, and it was really, really upsetting. Like, I'm leaving the hospital. I've now changed out of my hospital gown and into my regular clothes. They've taken the IVs out, which I'm still, like, banged up from those. They took the IVs out, and I'm about to leave, and my hospital phone rings. And it has not rung this whole time, but the hospital room phone rings, and I answer it, and they're like, "Hi, is this, Mr. Sehorn?" I'm like, "Yeah," and they're like, since you have VA, we cannot bill the VA for your medications, so it'll be $100 for your meds. And I'm just like, is there any way you can just bill it to my room like everything else? Like, the VA is going to pay for my entire heart attack. It's not going to pay for my medications. And they were like, well, we're an outpatient pharmacy, so we can't bill it to your room. And I'm like, and I just kind of stood there on the phone, and I went to go say something, but instead I just hung up. I just fucking hung up on him. Like, fine, I'll just not have my life because I don't have $100 on me right now. And it's just so predatory. Like, it just seemed very, very predatory to wait until the moment I'm leaving after a very, like, a stressful few days, a heart attack and surgery, for them to be like, hey, if you want to stay alive for the next month, you're going to have to pay us $100. Like, that's what you get for serving your country. It is. It really is. If I had state insurance, like New Mexico health plan, or the, what is it, Calumet or OHP in Oregon, like whatever it is, or state insurance, if I had that because I'm homeless, which I can get, I would not even have to worry about that. But since I served my country, I had to worry about figuring out how to pay for medications. And one of the nurses actually helped me out, and I ended up getting 3 months of my medications for like $60 instead of 1 month for $100. But it just, that's unfortunate. But the VA will pay for everything else. I've never seen someone like that on Zig's channel. Yeah, Darren, that's because they're all blocked. Like, that's why they're all talking on their own channels about me. They're not coming over here to talk about it. Do you think the spider situation caused you to stress out? Absolutely. 100%. I think that broke my fucking heart. I think it literally broke my heart. that was very stressful. That shattered my whole fucking world, honestly. Not because of just Spider being a very, very good friend of mine, where he was, but the fact that I know the victim so well and his relationship to that victim, it broke my fucking heart, and it's been very, very stressful over the last. And then hearing other people on YouTube, which I shouldn't even have gone and looked, but hearing what other people were saying about the situation, blaming me or accusing me of the same stuff, calling the victim a liar. This victim is a child. Saying that Mac is harboring him, saying I'm harboring him. Like, there was a lot of slander going out around it, and I shouldn't have looked, but I did, and that was very, very upsetting. I think that, quite honestly, I have an appointment with an attorney to figure out if I can move forward with a slander lawsuit against some of these people, because what they're doing is wrong. And it's, most of the time I wouldn't even care, but in a situation like this, it's beyond vile. It's beyond evil, and I want them to have consequences for their slander that they're putting out there in public. Let's see. Yes, Shed Gang, I'm alive. What's up? I didn't die. My dad pays $7 per med from the VA. Actually, these medications that I'll be getting, are, if I'm getting them from the VA, they're going to be absolutely free, Dave, because this is related to my disabilities. Since it's service connected, my prescriptions are going to be free. The treatment's going to be free. However, I have to get it from the VA. So that's the downgrade of, whatever. It's like, imagine getting your health care from the DMV. That's pretty much what it's like. Yeah, Hogger, I got out of the hospital. I am going to be doing a video about my heart attack, because I actually did get some footage. That one video I posted of, like, I'm not sure if this is a panic attack or heart attack, was just the beginning. I got a lot more footage. I got footage of the flight. And by that point, I think the heart attack was ending because they had chemically broken up that clot. Doctors are predators, in my opinion. Yeah, I mean, they can be, for sure. That's why it's important to get more than one opinion when it's not an emergency situation. Like, in my situation, it was obviously an emergency. I was just laying there letting other people fix me.
And honestly, this whole thing is why they got me a phone. I mean, so
we live really rural.
Yeah.
And if you needed help, you need to be able to call us. If we need help, like, it'd be good to be able to call each other and get a hold of each other. So
it would have been nice for me to be able to tell everyone that it's like, cool, we got him to the hospital and shit. So
I was updating my Facebook, though. So if you're not following me on there, there's, behind the scenes stuff, and you'll get to see kind of how my hospital visit went a little bit. Where'd you get your Tree of Life necklace? I've noticed it for a while. So this Tree of Life necklace, there's a good story behind this, actually. I've worn it for years. It still is. It's a coin from the 1800s, 1863, from Europe, that a buddy of mine who was in the British SAS, he hand carved this for me with a little hand drill, and he drilled a hole, and then he had a little, like, hacksaw, small little miniature hacksaw, and he unhooked the top of it and slid the blade in there and closed it, and then just sat there and would saw open the tree, each little hole and each little branch, and it was made by hand. That guy also did this tattoo right here. Same dude. Which, that tattoo is it's a band for each one of the 4 guys I deployed with, that when we came home, they took their own life after we got home. So I got a band for each one of them. The med call is the last minute heart check. Like, how's his heart doing? I don't know. Call him and tell him to pay us. Like, nope, it's not good. It'll be a libel and defamation. Slander, you must prove you lost money. Libel and defamation is false statements in your name, which is stopping donations. Hope this helps. Yeah, I think it would be easy to prove that I lost money based on their slander, because the comments in there said as much. and it's all been downloaded. You know, it's all good. But I think that that's something I should pursue. Like, right? What do you think? Like, I don't know. It's some undue stress, maybe. But at the same time, like, these people shouldn't be out there 2,000 miles away acting like they're not going to have consequences for what they do. Like, they're going to. And they probably just assume that I'm, like, just some slab bum that would not consider or be able to go through something like this. But I'm not a slab bum. I'm just a retired veteran that goes to slabs. So the resources are available. I feel like it would be a pretty solid case considering they are lying about it. But first, they got to catch Spider, who is in Sacramento. We know that he's been using his card there, so we know where he's at. They'll catch up to him very shortly, I imagine. Hey, Caveman, did you have a good birthday? What did you do?
Yeah, it was an excellent birthday. I hung out with a friend for a little while, went on some adventures. They bought me some weed. It was really cool.
Wasn't that the day I got out of the hospital, too? Did I get out of the hospital on your birthday? Or no, I didn't. No, the day after your birthday, yeah. So, sorry I almost died on your birthday, bro. That would have ruined it.
Yeah, I know. You're such a piece of shit.
Hey, Z, Caveman, nice to see you both. Can you see us both? Caveman's half of a face. Happy belated birthday. Hey, thanks,
you.
Sam. I care about you guys, too. You guys have been great. Like, all the encouraging words that I got, and just, like, the encouragement while I was in the hospital was pretty cool. Like, I think there's someone literally waiting for this spot. Gotta move. I'm actually sitting inside of a car wash right now because it was shaded in like one of those self car wash things. Yep, they're pulling in. Damn it. They took our shade away.
It's not such a bad day, though.
Nah, it's pretty today. You look a little young to be retired, Mooch. Or is it just the wimpy heart? No, the retirement has nothing to do with age. It just means retirement means that you have enough money now for the rest of your life that you don't have to work anymore. Retirement isn't, oh, I get Social Security, so now I'm retired. So maybe, you know, educate yourself a little bit. What's wrong with this guy? Yeah, you're not going to get to me, bro. Like, you don't have that kind of power. You don't have that superpower. You're actually just going to add to the entertainment of the live stream. 46 people in here. That was a pretty funny comment. How are you retired? Well, it's because I've got more money than you, and I won't have to work anymore while you have to work. Like, that's what that means. It means, yeah, it has nothing to do with age, dude. There's 15-year-olds out there that could be retired because they made more money than you in your whole ass existence. Alaska's having a bit of a hard time. He is really upset at the condition of the slabs. 3 places burned down, including the Red Rum Room. He says everyone is fighting, not good. You know what I will say about summers in slabs? Summers are awful in slabs. They've always been awful. They're always going to be awful. It'll make or break relationships. It's so hot and you're so uncomfortable that, and it's so slow. There's no one doing events. There's nothing going on that it just, and it's a small town, so you have all the small town drama. What is different this year, this summer, is that, yeah, like the handlebar was burnt down, the Red Rum Room was burnt down, the places that people would frequent and get meals from and cold, you know, get water from have been ruined by, you know, Well, we know the handlebar was burnt down by Lewis, like Lewis Arena on YouTube. Like, we know for a fact he did that because he was arrested for it. And Imperial County's garbage, so it's like catch and release. So he was out within a week. But yeah, slabs is very, very difficult in the summer. That's why I don't go there. I'm not interested. I missed it. Some weirdo trolls saying negative things. Surprise, surprise. Yeah, I guess. I mean, I got 50 people in the live stream right now, and that's more than I usually have. So that's going to invite, that group I was talking about. Those awful, evil people. Like, they get caught up in the wave too. They just want to say awful shit and hide behind the anonymity of the camera. Where I got my camera or my face, I got my face out here to everyone. Y'all know who I am. I'm not hiding anything. Guess you made it. You got haters. That's what's up. That's what's up, Amanda. It's very good to hear from you. I hope you guys are doing all right. Amanda actually is someone I've known for a very long time. Since I was probably like 17, 18, something like that. Married a good friend of mine out where they're at.
Nice.
Haha, retired 40 something. Retired at 45. Yeah, dude, y'all know what retired means. Subboys has a heart zig. Stop stressing yourself out and wasting stress on these fools. Yeah, I would love to stop stressing myself out. That would be a great gift, I think. And that's always the goal, isn't it? But I have a stress disorder, and I don't know, it's like telling somebody that's diabetic to not be diabetic. Like, I don't know how to do that. And that's actually been fucking with me a lot lately, since stress is literally killing me. Like, how do you not have stress when you have a stress disorder and you're dying from it? It's been very surreal the last few days. I feel really fragile, like more so than I ever have. Very happy you're all better, by the way. Thanks, Amanda. I haven't worked a job on paper since I was 32. I think it was about 29 for me. No, it was probably like 30 for me, actually. Right around my dirty 30, I finally got my money. Lewis did it? Whoa. Yeah, Lewis did it. Like, he was caught on camera doing it. His house was burnt, and he suspected that somebody from that camp burnt his house down, when it wasn't. It wasn't even anyone from that camp. And so he went and burned Handlebar down and was caught on film doing it. Went to jail for it. Fuck Slabs, stop wasting your vibe on it. Yeah, Slabs is getting darker, right? Like, it is what it is. I do have some people there that I will be visiting, but no, that's not what I'm going to be putting my energy into this winter. My energy will not be, I'm not going to put as much energy into the slab videos as I was. I'm a nomad, right? Like, I'm a nomadic zig. I'm going to be nomading this winter, and my summers are going to be spent up here, chilling. You know, something else that they said to me at the hospital is that elevation, since the air is thinner, like, it makes your heart work harder.
Yeah.
Because you got to breathe more or whatever.
Yeah.
Lewis's new pronoun is grounded from matches. Everyone stole everything from Dark Side, nothing left but slab and a tree. Yeah, that's what happens when you leave your camp unattended. Are you still connected to anything to monitor heart? No, but you can see where the stickers were placed all over my chest. That sticky shit's really hard to get off. And I've got to, like, wrap up my arms right now when I take showers, because I've still got holes in them and that are healing, and since I'm on blood thinners, it takes longer to heal. The buds don't help your stress? Yeah, it does. It does help my stress. Weed helps my stress probably more than anything non-chemical, right? Like, this is the only natural thing that really does help my stress. There are chemical medications that help it more than cannabis, but I'd prefer to use cannabis. But yeah, it does help. I thought you were like 24. No, Amanda, I was not 24, actually. I wasn't even in North Carolina anymore when I was 20. I lived there from the age of 17 to 23, or 22, 23, and then I moved back to Oregon. You would never tell me your age just because I was a secret. I also have a stress disorder. Avoid negativity at all costs. Yeah, I mean, that's the goal, isn't it? If I did that, I would probably just never leave my house, because I think that there's negativity in the world, and, you know, like, it would be nice to figure out ways to deal with that don't cause my heart to fucking explode. We tried shrooms for the stress. Works great for me. Yeah, and I've actually been lately, I need to talk to my physicians about the conversation about having microdoses on the medications that I'm on. I want to hear what they have to say about it, but I don't want to mix any of my medications with anything anything else, you know, that I shouldn't be putting in my body. I already asked them about cannabis. They said smoking it's probably not a great idea, but it won't conflict with any of my medications. They said the best way to do is eating it, so I got to ask them about psilocybin microdose, because that could help a lot, actually. I've done it with LSD in the past. Lewis went crazy? No, dude. That boy showed up crazy. He showed up in slabs crazy, and he's just he's articulate enough to get people like thinking that he's not, but he's always been out there. I remember the day that he got there. Sorry?
Cigarettes.
Buried. Meditation helps with stress. It does, yeah, meditation helps me. As far as the trolls, the others who would be shit talkers go, my unsolicited advice is to think that they are about someone else. They don't know you anyway. Might as well be someone else. Yeah, I mean, I don't let them get to me. The slander I did let get to me. Like when they were going after Spider's family, and accusing me of what he did. Like, I shouldn't even have read it. Oh shit, sorry. I shouldn't even have read it, but I did, and I don't know, it just irked me. Like, this whole situation broke my fucking heart, because I really was his friend, you know, and it literally broke my heart. Saw a caveman on a video staying alive at slabs.
Cool.
I don't know that video.
I don't either. I was in a lot.
Am I seeing your messages, D? Yeah. Happy you're... Yeah, I see him. I see him, D, to excite. Thanks, I appreciate it. There's a lot of comments, so I'm trying to keep up. Weed helps Silent Bob. Yeah, weed helps a lot of things. Oh, shit. Caveman, you can visit, too.
What?
I think he's inviting, or I don't know. Someone said you can visit them too, I think.
Cool.
Turn the slabs into an eco-village oasis paradise. Yeah, I think you'd be better off turning anywhere else into that. Hey, Zay, glad to see you doing well. It's Ryan. Hey, Rhinestoner, how you doing? Yep, I'm doing well. Get something alcohol-based, takes the sticky off, hand sanitizer works. I actually do have some alcohol, and I do need to do that. I'm good on that. You tried meditation with meditation music? Yeah, I should meditate more. And Dave Lowe's got a good point. You got to give up the cigs. And absolutely, I've already, like, I didn't quit cold turkey because literally my doctor told me fucking not to. But I'm down to like 5 a day, where I was at about a pack a day. So that's been happening.
We're trying to quit together, actually.
Yeah.
On our own at the same time.
Yeah. It's tough, man. Like, yeah. Honestly, like, they kept asking me all these other things, like, do you drink? Do you do street? One time, this one nurse asked me if I did cocaine, and I was like, I can't afford cocaine. Are you crazy? No, like, my only vice, really, like, is cigarettes. That's, and cannabis, which I'm not gonna quit cannabis, but, like, cigarettes are the thing that got me, man. They fucking got me at a young age, and it's literally killing me, and I do need to quit. You're absolutely right. If I quit, I could probably live another 40 years. If I don't know if I'll live another 10. So that's, you know, it's on there, man. It's bugging me. I also already cut out red meat out of my diet too, which is makes me want to cry also. But you know, no red meat. No, been eating healthier. A pack a day is a lot. Yeah, it sure is. I was a bit of a chain smoker, bro. Weed is a cure-all. Weed's pretty dope. I like weed. You guys can do it. Don't quit quitting. Instead of us being like we're quitting, we should just be like we quit. Because I could be quitting for the next 10 years.
Well, we've stopped buying cigarettes.
Yeah, we did.
And we're just kind of trailing off with what we have left.
Yep. I've got a couple more packs left, and they are going slow. So, you know, he's helping me crush the last ones.
Yeah.
And then we're fucking done. But I was told to taper off because cold turkey could be hard on my heart also.
Yeah.
So now I've got medicinal cigarettes. Also, watch your salt. Yeah, my salt intake. That's true. My salt intake, red meat, even my sugar. I've been lowering my intake, but I do like my salts, man. I like my Cheez-Its and fucking goldfish and chips and shit. Like that's what I go for after dinner, not dessert. Cayenne pepper is good for circulation. Yeah. So is blood thinners and blood pressure meds. Really good for your circulation, bro. Thanks, Kelly. Be in Pilar for a couple weeks. We could be brothers. Maybe see y'all. Hey, that'd be dope. Maybe we can go get like fucking lunch or something. Also, I switched to decaf, but maybe we can go get coffee. But I did switch to decaf because the coffee bean is really good for you. The caffeine, not so much. I'd like to go to half calf, but I couldn't find any. When you want to smoke a joint instead. Dude, I do. I smoke. You know how much weed I smoke? Like, I smoke so fucking... I'm smoking all day long. So,
it's not the same.
I'm already doing that, and it isn't the same. It's really not. It's a different throat feel, a different... I don't know, a different taste. And honestly, it's cheaper. Cigarettes are cheaper than weed. Weed's expensive.
I feel like we smoke less weed without smoking cigarettes. It kind of kills your fucking buzz when you're smoking weed. At least in my experience.
It's fucking hard. Been smoking 32 years, but you're motivating me. I mean, that's good. Anything that I can do to motivate those who watch me to live a better life, like, I hope I can. I hope I can do it. But, this is gonna be hard. I'm not gonna lie. Like, quitting smoking cigarettes is going to be hard. I quit smoking for a year last time I had a heart attack, because this is my second one. And, I don't know, man, like, it's just so addictive. It's so addictive. I know there's probably a lot of people out there who have smoked for a long time, or even that maybe you used to and they quit, so you guys understand. Like, it's literally killing me, and I seem to be like, nope, that's not good enough to stop. Who the F farted? What's up, dude? Good to see you too. Good to be seen. Good to be seen. I quit cold turkey when cigs went over $3.50 a pack. Haven't smoked in like 6 or 7 years now, dude. That's cool. That's dope.
Fuck yeah.
You gotta stock up on hard candles. Oh, hard candies when you run out of smokes. Yeah. It's a good idea. Back in the swing of it. They say it goes good after smoking weed. Quit at your own pace, Zig. You know what? Like my first cigarette when I wake up in the morning, after I eat, and while I'm driving are going to be the 3 hardest cigarettes to not have. I quit cigs in my 40s, still smoke cannabis, and I'm pushing 70. I'm sure quitting cigs has been a life lengthener. Cannabis is a life enrichener for me. Did you get Heavenly's phone number? No, I didn't. I don't know Heavenly's phone number. Took me real tries to quit. Took me 3 real tries to quit. So this will be my second real try. I haven't smoked since I got pregnant, and it's amazing. You will be so happy you did it when you do. Man, if I can get pregnant, I bet you I'd quit. I bet you that might do it. Or I'd be like, fuck that baby. This is stressful. Cold turkey 30 years ago, Kelly. Good job. Try vaping instead. I did vape last time I quit.
I don't like vaping.
Yeah. Vape with no nicotine. Like they have the just flavor.
I guess, maybe. But I would want to taper that off fast too, because
Yeah.
I mean that much moisture in your lungs isn't great.
I mean, you're putting cigarettes put a lot of moisture in your lungs too. I wonder if it's more or less.
Well,
I don't know.
It's dry. Smoke is dry. Where
But the fluid it creates from all the fucking chemicals and shit, like you're always coughing shit up. That's all fluid.
It's lung fluid though that comes from you.
I don't think it's supposed to. Not that much. Some vapes are poison. Yeah, I've heard the stuff with like vitamin E in it was killing motherfuckers, like popcorn lung.
Yeah.
Which vitamin E ain't supposed to be in your lungs. Got 40 cartons stashed. Won't run out. You know what? Like, vaping does microscopic stuff supposedly. Vaping is much less harmful. Popcorn lung. Like, we don't know. It's so new. It's so new. They only have a limited amount of data for long-term effects of vaping. Like, we just don't know. And that's so important to be able to say when it comes to science, is that we don't know if it's better or worse or what, or if it's just going to have completely different health consequences. It hasn't been long enough. The shit's brand new and it's brand new on a massive scale. So we'll find out in time. But they used to say cigarettes were healthier. I mean, it's healthier than mercury, I guess.
Yep. Smoking arsenic.
I know one brand of vapes I got messed me up for real. Yeah, I've heard of that, man. No pork, no red meat, no cigs, no sex after 11 p.m. and lights out at midnight. Yeah, like no fun. You're not allowed to have fun when you're old. Dude, how are y'all getting old and still killing it? Like, I'm proud. That's you all inspire me to like get old and still be like, fuck yeah, life's great. Because man, I'm pushing 40 and I'm like, what the fuck am I doing? What's happening? Dude, dying sucks. I haven't died yet, but dying, that shit ain't no fun. I have no idea how long I've been live streaming. Oh, like 42 minutes. Okay. I quit and just started back up for some reason. It's really not as hard as you think. Once you deal with the fixation and creating a different habit, you'll find it easier as it goes. You can do it. Oh, thanks, dude. Appreciate that.
Yeah.
Zick, glad to see you back in the driver's seat. Thanks, McVee. I'm back. Can't no heart attack take me out. Wish that was true, but it tried. Glad to see you're okay. We camped next to each other at the Ponderosa in January 2020. I was in a little Subaru with a big dog. Her name was Lola, and I'm Nick. Nick and Lola. Nick and Lola. Bro, I might need to see a picture of you. Because I meet a lot of people at the Ponderosa. But yeah, thanks, man. It's good to be okay. Not for me this time. There's an ambulance rolling past. We are right by the hospital. But it's not for me. I'm good. I have to quit smoking weed to get a kidney. No more smoking for the rest of my life. Edibles are okay. I'll be damned, Kelly. That's the saddest thing I've ever heard. At least you still got the edibles, though. And they even have, like, topical creams and all sorts of shit. But, you know, kidney's more important, isn't it? I have 3/4 of my lungs, quadriplegic, and quit smoking cigs 4/20/2021. I bet you remember that date. And just smoke weed. It was one of the other lungs. Feel way better now. So you're quadriplegic, Darren, and you can still smoke. That's so cool. I think that would be like the last, like eating and cannabis would be like the last pieces of like just pleasure that you could have. Eating would be a big one. Getting old, yeah, I still do physical labor good, but sometimes I stand wrong and turn wrong and do nothing and pull something. Yeah, me too, man.
Yeah.
In fact, on the way home from the hospital, I like just twisted in the seat, and since I've been laying in a hospital bed for 4 days, I twisted in the seat and just pulled a muscle on my back, and it was so gnarly. Like on the drive home, I'm like, oh my god, it hurts so bad. Like I couldn't get it to relax. What's up, Alaska?
Yeah.
Switch to red coffee beans if you're worried about caffeine shock. Red coffee beans? No creamer, use honey. La 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 la. Playing Sims actually helped me quit too, and it's a good habit replacement. Yeah, I have phases with video games. Like, I'll play a video game like hardcore every day for like, a couple weeks or a month, and then I'll just not play it again for a while. Thought that ambulance was here. You know what? Sims is pretty dope, but Minecraft has always had my, like, I'll always end up going back to that game. I don't care how old I get. Gonna make lots of butter. That's what's up. Then you can make all sorts of shit. Hey, thanks, McV. Thanks for hitting that like button, dude. You guys got me for another 15 minutes or so. You only had Caveman for about 10. He loves live streams.
Yeah.
We're actually in town just getting check the mail, and I'm gonna go run to Walmart and grab a couple of new chairs because of the chairs that like those camping chairs, because my chairs have gotten all fucked up over the years from big goofy ass cavemen sitting in it. And
Yep.
and weather and sun. But yeah, I am alive. I am alive. My next video is going to be an edited video about my heart attack. And then the one after that, like, pretty soon, winter's coming. Winter is coming. And it hits here before it hits anywhere else because we're at like 8,500 feet. And it'll be below freezing next month at night. So it's time to go. So the first week of September, I'm out of here. I'm packing up Nomads Nest, and I'm going to hit the road. I still haven't decided whether or not I'm going to bring my trailer with me, or if I'm going to empty it and leave it here, or maybe park it at David's house. There's a fire truck backing up. I might park it at David's house so you can watch the trailer and stuff, pack up my truck and travel with the pickup and maybe a tent, and just nomad that way with a tent. I could nomad with a trailer, but it's gotten a little banged up it's got a broken window now from my friend's dog. His tail whacked it and broke the window. It's got a few little TLC before it's roadworthy. The door is still not fixed. So maybe I drive down to the southwest this winter with a tent and look for a trailer while I'm there that I could bring back. And then I'll have 2 trailers on my property instead of 1. And they can build around those and make a cool little spot.
Do that every year.
Do it every year. Just bring back trailers. How do the doctors feel about coffee? I haven't actually asked them yet, so I got decaf just to be safe. The plastic Adirondack chairs are comfy. They're like $17. Adirondack? I don't even know.
They're the fucking wavy and loungy ones.
Oh, okay. Yeah, those are hard to pack up. I need something that can pack up well. So, because I travel in a pickup. So, I get medical marijuana in North Dakota, and it was 41 pills a day for 7 for depression, anxiety, and morphine and oxys. Drooling all day. Now I take 15 pills for stiffness and smoke weed. My man. I used to take a lot of anxiety pills too, actually. Bahamas, Ecuador. Where are you going, Zig? I am likely gonna be hovering around Phoenix, so I gotta get VA care now, man. I'm anchored to a doctor for the next foreseeable future. So my VA is currently set at the Phoenix VA system, so I'm gonna be staying like within a day's drive of Phoenix, which gives me pretty much the entire Southwest. You know, all the way to Albuquerque and Truth and Consequences or Tombstone, and all the way to San Diego. Makes Phoenix about a day's drive away, so I can get healthcare from there. So I'll be nomading. I'd leave it at David so it don't get broken into again. Yeah, that's definitely my thought. Or leaving it completely empty and leaving the door open and leaving a note that says, make yourself comfortable, please shit outside and eat what's available, because I'll probably leave some food behind. I thought of both of those things, because I did have a squatter. I had a squatter stay in the trailer, because there was garbage there that wasn't from me, so... Coffee is okay, everything in moderation. I cut open my hand... Kelly, I cut open my hand pretty good. Duct tape seems to work. Or super glue, bro, depending on if it's on the palm of your hand. You might want to just stick to the duct tape. Take care of that hizzle. I'm a ticker. Caveman, are you going to live stream this winter?
I don't know. We'll see.
I don't think he really has he has a very good plan of what his videos are gonna be, but I don't think he knows what he's gonna do in whole with his channel. Like if he's really gonna interact with people and answer questions, or just do videos and let people watch them. Like, I think he's still kind of developing that. I hope he live streams.
Maybe.
Give people like 30 minutes a month.
Maybe.
Hit up Pace in Arizona. I was there last year, close to Phoenix. Yeah, Courtside's definitely on the list. I want to go do some fishing on the Colorado, because fish is good for you. It's good for your heart.
There you go.
Caveman needs to stay as he is. It's awesome, and he says nothing. You could just live stream and stare at him and just be like, yes, no, I don't know, tomorrow, hey. Stay mysterious, Caveman. Just live streaming.
Yep.
Hope Caveman talks less on his live streams. Challenge overboard humor for king of the quiet game. He's definitely more than just a pretty face. Yeah, because he's not a pretty face. He talks more actually when the camera's not on, believe it or not.
No.
He's just like most of us, right? Like, we don't really, I don't know, like, when you first meet people, you're, like, hesitant to interact, and once you get to know them, then you do.
And it's his channel, so, I don't know. That adds an extra layer of, I don't know what the fuck to talk about.
Y'all can ask him questions, that'd get him talking. That would be hilarious, just bulldogging them. Just staring at them, mean mugging the fucking, your fans. And then be like, at the very end, after you spend a half an hour not saying anything, just be like, consider donating. And then end your live stream.
Yep.
His humbleness makes him attractive. Aww. Cricket's always liked you, though. I think that's the only reason Cricket's on my live streams. Is like, is Caveman there?
Thanks, Cricket.
It's way more funny when he's quiet. It's so funny. Hey, Zig and Caveman, glad you're alive and well, Zig. Hey, thanks, Baller. Good to be alive and well. You guys got me for like another 5 minutes or so, and then I'm gonna bounce and finish my errands that we were running in town today. I got a question. All right, do you know where you put it? Zig, I've been watching you since like day 2. Yeah, Cricket, I know. But now I know what's keeping you around. I think you guys are both adorable, crushing hard on YouTube. Zig and Silent Caveman. Motherfuck, noise. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, noise. Smoking weed, doing coke, drinking beers. Rolling fatties, smoking blunts. Who smokes blunts? We smoke blunts. So when's the next homesteading hobo video? It'll be a little bit, actually.
Yeah.
It'll be a little bit because his videos are going to be very different than mine. They're going to be long form videos. They're going to have a lot more time editing them, making sure they look good. So yeah, I can answer that for you.
Yep.
Don't expect anything anytime soon, but hit the notification on his channel so that way you know when it does come out, because it's not, he wants to do more documentary style videos. Whereas I do more like your quick 10-minute, the longest videos. So.
Yeah. I want to show what it's actually like to travel. Like, not just the cool shit you see along the way or the cool people, but like everything in between. Like the fucking miles of walking and being sweaty and tired as fuck, or like, you know, I don't know, all the little shit. I don't want to fucking bore you all with it. I'm not going to have it all in there, but like, you know, cut in
30-minute video of you hitchhiking, bro.
No, but cut in pieces and, I don't know, a lot of narration, I guess.
What's up, cause? Am I on time? So, like, I always end up at the end, yeah. Like, I always do that to his channel, too. Like, I didn't, for whatever reason, I'd get to the restaurant and I'd have signal right at the end of his live streams all the time. And then so I just started being like, oh, am I on time? Like, yep, I'm going now. What's up, cause? Good to see you, bro. Are y'all in Taos right now? Yes. What's up? Hey, you.
Yo.
Yeah, we're in Taos. Like, text Caveman, bro.
Oh, hey.
Text Caveman and be like, where you at?
I turned my phone.
Now we
silent.
now we can text him. Isn't that cool?
I know, it's fucking weird.
That sounds great, Caveman, but no pooping scenes.
Why not?
You know what? Like,
film from a tasteful angle? Come on.
Straight up, it is important to teach people how to poop while they travel.
That is like one of the main things that get asked. Like, where do you take a shit when you're out waiting for a train? Like, in the ground. I mean, it seems obvious to me and the people I hang out with.
Dig a fucking hole.
Some people don't go outside.
You have a good friend there taking you around on your errands and keeping you company. Yeah,
I don't know who he's talking to.
I don't know who he's talking to. But yeah, Caveman and I have been friends for a long time. Like
9 years.
Yeah, 9 years now. And now I can say he saved my life.
Yep.
I probably could have drove my... So the last time I had a heart attack...
No, fuck that guy.
Like, you saved my life, but I could have saved my own.
Yeah.
Is my point? Like, last time I had a heart attack, I was having a heart attack for 12 hours. And then I drove myself to the ER. And where I lived in Central Oregon. And I was in Deschutes River Woods. And I drove to St. Charles. It's like a 30-minute drive. Dying the whole fucking way. I pulled over twice to throw up. Which now I know I wasn't throwing up. I was literally just dying. And my heart started beating again mid-throw up. Anyways, so I get to the ER and they saved me. So I could have driven myself. This time I noticed it a lot sooner. I was having a heart attack for like 2 hours before we called 911.
Yo.
I've actually been there the whole time, just working on shit. Oh, cause, well, that's cool. Good to see you, dude. Poop brings the views. Yeah, teach people how to poop. How to hobo poop hole.
Yeah. And part of like the gear you need that people forget, like toilet paper.
Like toilet paper or those little shovels. Like, how do you think people do it on the PCT when they're backpacking and stuff? They have little poop shovels.
I'll show you how to poop on a train. Ever think of that?
Pooping on a train.
While it's moving?
Pooping on a train while it moves. Whoosh, saved your life. That's awesome. You know what? If you got friends that wouldn't do that, they ain't your friends.
10 ways.
10 ways to poop in the woods.
Yep.
Way number 1, you're sitting in like a tree, and like hanging your butt over the branch.
Over some sidewalk somewhere. This is if you really hate people in this area.
Make sure you poop up high so that all the other animals think that you're big. Trial for a cat hole. You could poop in existing holes. Like, if you see a gopher hole or a snake hole, like, they did the work for you.
Yeah.
Like, they dug you an outhouse. All you gotta do is cover it up when you're done. There's actually a whole book that my dad had when I was growing up called How to Shit in the Woods. And it was it was a legitimate book.
I'll make the modern version.
It was a legitimate book with like you need to dig your hole this deep in order to keep the bacteria where it belongs, and like it was like very in depth. Whoa. Don't give it all away. People will still watch Caveman poop from the top of a tree.
Yep.
But you might not be able to get that one monetized.
Poop it on trains? Why not? Come on.
You can also
angles and some blurring, it's fine.
Taste like Cartman on that, taking the pictures of. No, I'm not going to do that. Yeah, I like going outside too, doing it regularly. These are the bread and butter of the topic. You can also make a mulch pile. You're gonna have to do a gear video, but you'll end up getting sponsored for outdoor gear and get free shit. Not wrong. Yep. I need to do a gear
free
video
shit for taking shits in the woods.
Free gear shit. Shit gear. I should do a gear video for nomading too, because we nomad different ways. So the gear he brings and the gear I bring are vastly different.
Yeah.
The way we travel is different. Like the spots that we look to sleep for the night are different.
Yeah, that'll be another big subject. Finding places to sleep.
Yep.
Sometimes you've had a long fucking day. You just hitched into town or rode a freight, been awake for fucking 24 plus hours, and then you have to find a spot to fucking sleep in the middle of the night, like 1 in the morning sometimes. And that shit sucks. Sometimes you end up walking around fucking 2 miles looking for a spot to sleep.
Did you know when you camp, males should pee at the boundary of your camp? It keeps critters out. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, if I'm staying in a place more than one night, I'll do that.
Yeah, for sure. Most piles are easy in the wood, but less in the desert. Monetize poop videos on OnlyFans.
Yep. What?
How to poop in the woods on OnlyFans.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, you gotta bring your own coffee table, your own glass coffee table.
Gross.
I used to load trains, Caveman, and one train I would walk on top of a train moving back and forth for 15 hours straight. It's rough. Yep. And peeing really sucked.
Yeah.
Cause, unfortunately, some people will be into that. Bring some newspaper. That's what I'm saying, man. You know how much money you could make pooping in the woods on OnlyFans? Like, you wouldn't even need the YouTube anymore. You'd just be driving a Maserati, finding cool spots to poop in the woods. Caveman poop again. Stupid. Alright, guys. Well, thanks for joining me on the live stream. We're going to get the fuck out of here.
Shitty live stream.
Yeah, the shitty live stream. But I am alive. I'm doing well. I'm a little bit battered, to be honest with you. I'm emotionally fucked. But I'll come out on top, and I'm going to be, returning us to our normally viewing nomadic zig adventures. Like, honestly, I don't want to do any more of the spider shit or heart attack shit. But I am going to do my heart attack video. But I want to get back on the road, and I want to get back to my life. It's obviously going to be interrupted a little bit with the VA and going to get my health care taken care of. But, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and get out of here, finish my errands, and appreciate everyone who sent me messages, who sent support, words of encouragement. You guys are awesome. If you want to see a couple of funny videos I did from the hospital, from the ICU, go ahead and go to my Facebook at Zig Sehorn. All my links for donations are in the description of this video and my channel also. So yeah, good to see you guys. See you on the next episode of whatever the fuck this is. Bye-bye.